Hey, everybody. Welcome back. It's Wrestle Chat, and it is time for some Peacock Network and WWE. And tonight, we're going to see who will and who won't get payback. Joining me here, as always, my colleague, my sidekick, my partner in crime, the one, the only, J-Rocks. And I can't hear a word he's saying. Yeah. We'll wait for you to turn on your microphone. All right. Lady Sky TV, welcome aboard. Juan Cordero's back. All right, I'm going to drop a link here below if anybody wants to jump in here as these matches go along. What I'll do is I'll cycle through people. We'll bounce you in, bounce you out, and hopefully you stick around a little whiles and get your feedback on some of the matches that are either happening or about to happen. They are talking about the Seth Rollins match with Shinsuke Nakamura. I really want to see Shinsuke win.
Test.
I think he needs to have a world title in WWE. He deserves it. As we take a look at this promo by Seth freaking Rollins. Part of me would like to see him have a longer title reign, especially with it being a brand new heavyweight championship title, but can't have everything,
I suppose.
Me now? Now I can hear you. Lady Sky wants Seth to win. Okay, we are divided. We are a divided nation. Isn't that a familiar theme?
Right. I would like to see Seth have a longer reign, but I think tonight Damien's going to cash in to advance the storyline with Judgment Day. I don't think they'll win the tag titles, but I do think that he'll cash in, and that's
a little better. Now I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, that'll leave Finn the only one without gold.
So, in that said, does Shinsuke win and then get screwed?
No, I think Seth wins and Damien cashes in on him because his back's going to be in such bad shape.
Well, I suppose that is a possibility then, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Because as we discussed earlier, Bloodline's been screwed up so bad, they got to do something to keep Judgment Day going.
Yeah, I mean, more and more, I'm just getting sick of, and it's not like the Bloodline is a story that couldn't keep going, but this idea that Roman is the tribal chief, but we're never going to see him again. Oh, and by the way, he's the longest reigning champion, and in this era, and now he's going to beat Pedro, and he's going to beat Bruno, he's going to beat this one again. He ain't fucking wrestling. I mean, I get it's rigged. I get that it's theater. I get all that shit. But every other name that you just mentioned, they friggin' perform 5-6 nights a week. Your microphone's out again, man. I cannot hear the words that are coming out of your mouth.
How about now? Because somehow that got muted.
Now I can.
Okay.
Wait, who's that in the middle?
At least Pedro and them. Yeah, Pedro and them, they defended the title at least once a month. So.
Oh, more than that. Dude,
I know.
It's
I'm
like
just
once
saying
a month they were at
average.
Madison Square Garden. Once a month they were at Philly. Once a month they were at Washington Cap Center.
Right, but the point is they defended it at least once a month. We get a defense from Roman Reigns, once every 3-4 months?
Maybe.
If we're lucky.
I mean, honestly, I could be the longest reigning world champion if I don't have to actually get in the ring and do anything.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
When the hell are they going to bring Aaliyah back, for the love of God? I mean, put her on NXT, do something with her.
They were somebody else on Twitter was talking about that the other day, and she hasn't been released or anything, but
right.
They just, I would like to see her be back on NXT.
I would too. I liked her.
I think she could use with a little more polishing there. I think they brought her up too quick.
And I'm fine with that, but do something with her. She ain't going to get polished on the bench.
Well, depends on who's on the bench with her.
Hey, look, it's the leader of the new Nexus.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's why he wasn't at the show.
Yeah, that's why. And of course, the big news today, CM Punk got his ass fired. I'm going to be very curious to see. I would say if I were him in that negotiation, you want to fire me, that's fine. No lawsuits or anything, because God knows he could easily have one. But I don't have any cooling off period. I can go wherever I want tonight.
Yeah.
That would have been my. Otherwise, I'm suing your ass because you're running a friggin' circus over here. The inmates are in control of the prison. For the second friggin' time, I'm being attacked backstage.
Right.
And the reports and the alleged video, which we haven't seen yet, but I gotta believe it's going to come out sooner or later, is that he threw the first punch. Perhaps. But the lack of control to allow Perry to go out there on a national stage in front of the largest paying attendance in wrestling history and start mocking the guy on camera.
Right.
When he's not even able to defend himself in that moment, has to wait for him to get backstage. And not for nothing, Jack Perry, who the fuck are you? You ain't done dick. If your dad wasn't famous, you wouldn't even be in the freaking company to begin with. And you sure as hell not going to beat a trained fighter.
Right.
But you have to believe that was part of the plan, just to piss him off enough for Punk to do what he did and get, because they all want him out.
Honestly, I could see that. I could see him saying, "Hey, I'll do this to so you guys don't get in hot water anymore."
No, I think they told him to do it.
Oh, okay.
I think they put him up to it. And him being the good little bitch that he is, I just can't watch that product. I can't. There is no control at all. I mean, these freaking lunatics just do whatever the hell they want. All right, we are ready.
Yep.
As we take a look at the skyline of Pittsburgh.
Because it appeared that they brought down the cage, so we're going to start off with Becky and Trish.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's get that one done. Rhea's match ought to be one for the ages. That's got a ton of potential there. Trish needs to lose, and then she needs to go home.
Right.
I am so done with Trish. This has been a horrible, horrible run for her. Her interviews, her promos are god-awful.
Right.
Her in-ring work has been mediocre. I mean, she's older now, so she ain't going to have the same step.
Although I have to admit, on Monday, she took that through the table like a champ.
Well, because she half missed the table, too.
Yeah, I saw that. Honestly, I'm looking forward to the Rhea and
Yeah, me too.
Raquel match.
M Hawk, what's up, buddy? Welcome back again. Thank you for being here with us.
And I think
No, the bra and panties matches are done. They don't do that no more. They don't need to. That's the whole thing.
right.
You know, back then they had some women back there probably couldn't do nothing else besides shake their ass, but they got women that can wrestle now and put on it
Right.
sometimes a better show than the guys.
Especially you know, the Shayna's and all of them when they were all down in NXT. I loved them down there.
Yep.
I just wish they'd get used a little bit better up here.
Once again, I got the link up there, so if anybody wants to jump on here, share your thoughts, opinions, predictions, whatever you might have, feel free to join us.
And now that Cena's back, I think that's why they took the belt off of Austin. That way they can continue that feud for a month or so without having the belt in the mix.
Well, I don't know why it wouldn't be in the mix. Cena's not going away. He's sticking around through Mania. So why would you not put the first belt he ever had back on him? You know you're not going to give him the world title, right? So why not?
Right. And I'm curious. I want to know what Cody's big announcement is. Maybe they're going to switch him to SmackDown.
I wasn't aware that Cody had a big announcement coming tonight.
Yep, he's on the Grayson Waller effect. That's his part of the show tonight. And he's got a big announcement.
By the way, for those of you, which would be everybody except Jay, don't know. So yesterday here in the Sunshine State, which we use that tongue in cheek this time of year because the sun we don't see as much as the rain, we had a pretty severe thunderstorm and had literally a blast of lightning that hit a street light pole about maybe 25 yards just off my back shoulder here. And it took out some of my living room stuff like my TV. I have PS4 out there. That's kind of toasted now. I dropped that off to see if it can be fixed. So, yeah, and it took out my internet, my router and everything. So I had to wait till earlier this afternoon to get some guys out here to fix the internet portion of things. So I've actually got better internet now than I did before. Also found out why some of the problems we were having on recent streams with the glitching and the drops and stuff like that were going on because the equipment that they own that is outside the house that is shared amongst many properties, yeah, that stuff had been neglected for a long time. So they replaced a whole bunch of stuff in there. Yeah, so we're now cruising along at 500. I do not have high expectations for this match.
No. I hope it's over quickly, honestly.
Yeah, that's my expectation, is make it a quickie. No, the Sunshine State, my man, is Florida. I refer to it as Florida because of the way people drive.
Right.
No matter what you might think about the way people drive by you, until you've been here, I don't want to hear it. We got a special kind of crazy. I got to give credit to the WWE editing team that put these video packages together. Because as crappy as a lot of this has been, they're making this thing like, if I didn't know better, I'd say, damn, it's going to be a fine-ass fight.
But we know better.
And even Trish doesn't look terrible, doing a speaking role because they chop it up in a way where you don't get those little Biden moments,
Right.
Well, you got to figure Becky and Seth are pretty close to calling it a career, I would think, in the next maybe, 12 months?
Yeah.
Get through Mania, and then maybe that's about it.
Right.
Plus, they got the youngin to deal with now, so they're probably going to want to stick around and spend more time with that, doing the family
And that's
thing.
what I was thinking, too. I just read that, yeah.
Yeah. I there was days where I thought about there was days where I thought I could possibly live in Texas, but it's like now those days are gone now. I worry about the future of Texas right now. Stratus, first one in the cage.
Yep.
Do we get a straight match or do we get chicanery with Zoe?
I think we'll get chicanery, but I think somebody will come out and help Becky, and I think this is when we'll see Lita for a one-shot.
Ooh, I like that.
Since we do know it was Trish that took her out, so bring everything full circle. I like her outfit.
Yeah, I mean, she still looks good. Can't argue that. Being a fitness model will do that for you, though.
So, while we're waiting for this to start, I had
Tiffany
mentioned
Stratton.
Shayna earlier. I guess she posted that she's been having trouble with a cyber stalker. So, if anybody has any information, Shayna Baszler.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
And I guess it's some guy he's from Germany, Lenny. If you're watching this, it's the same guy who was stalking Jordan Grace for a while. So she put
this
out.
This guy must really want to get his
that,
ass kicked.
I guess.
He's
but
picking
she
a couple
put out
of women
a tweet.
that can
So
fuck
if
him
anybody,
up.
Yeah, I mean, but she's like really worried and stuff, honestly. So she put out a tweet saying that if anybody has any, what she should do, who she should contact, basically, to get this resolved.
Well, the FBI should take
if you guys
care of
have
that.
any ideas.
All right, the ladies going at it now with a little bit of a slap fest to start this one off. Zoe is ringside, so I do wish the WWE would go to cage matches where it's pinfall or submission only.
Yeah. Yeah, because I actually went to somebody posted M Hawk about the guy. He's on Twitter and stuff, and on Instagram. I went to his site and was looking at his stuff. He's a real piece of work. He thinks he's in a relationship with Liv. God help her soul.
So if he's in a relationship with Liv, then what's his deal with Jordan and Shayna?
He's a special kind of crazy. He wants them all. He wants to collect them all.
Well, like I said, he keeps on picking the ones that are going to fuck him up.
That's true. Because honestly, he looks like he's $105 in size. So,
and Jordan's husband do a number of damaging things to him as well.
I forgot about it. Well, then, I mean,
Strategist sent Becky into the cage. That actually looked pretty good. Cameraman's in the right spot so you don't miss it. AEW, you might want to take notes.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
To the ropes, back out front, and spine buster. That didn't work out the way she wanted it to. 2 count by Trish. Another 2 count. Becky's eating the steel here tonight.
Oh, we can't do that to Trish. Her face.
Damn! That was a good visual. Trish just stuck her fingers in her either side of Becky's mouth and pulled back.
Fish hooked her.
2K20'd her. Is it funny that was the first thing I thought of? You saw her teeth just sitting there. It's like, hey, 2K20, it finally matters. And now Trish goes into the steel cage. And again. Head first into the steel.
I have to admit, whoever they had doing the booking of this match, they did a good job, because there's a lot of stuff that's hiding Trish's, I don't want to say flaws, but her inabilities and stuff that we've seen in other matches here recently, and it actually looks pretty decent. We're in the first match and he's already yawning, folks.
Oh man, I got shit sleep last night. Between lightning strikes and trying to figure out what's working and what's not working. Oh, Trish pulls off the Matrix. Nicely done. Both ladies down in the middle of the ring.
Rest period.
Trish gets driven into the steel cage. Gotta admit, for a steel cage match with two girls that I really didn't care to see in a steel cage match anyway, this isn't that bad.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Just repeatedly ramming each other simultaneously headfirst into the cage, and all you see is hair.
Yeah.
Nicely done. You know what this is reminding me of?
What?
WrestleMania 6 with Hogan and the Warrior.
Ooh, yeah.
It's like the match you didn't think you could possibly get. Just don't try and do it again on Nitro because it won't be as good. Hopefully they have a good go home spot to this. Oh, her head it's not busted open, but it looks contusioned. You can see like a bruising on her forehead, like it's swelling up.
Oh yeah. I think towards the end of that flurry of headbutts, she got over a little bit and her head was hitting the metal bar in between.
The hell are we doing here? Trish is sitting on Becky's lap on the top rope. And they are just hammering away on one another, but Trish gets the upper hand. And now going to climb up to the top of the cage. I cannot imagine either of these girls going to take a bump off the top. Stratus has got to the top of the cage. And now let's see what Becky going to do. She's on the second rope. Now she's all the way down. And it's going to be a power bomb out of the corner. Boom. 2. Oh, I thought she had her. 2 3/4 counts. Crowd chanting, "This is awesome." Yeah, Trish's forehead's all swelling up and shit.
Yeah. It's awesome because it's better than what we expected it to be.
Yeah, and quite honestly, it looks better than bleeding because that is what would happen to your head if you got rammed into a cage.
Right.
Caught her with a widow's peak. Is that enough? Goes for the cover. Hooks the leg, gets 2, gets almost 3. Yeah, Stratus's forehead is legit.
Oh man.
Lita and
Yeah, 'cause it's
Victoria
not
did the
just work.
first women's cage match. I didn't know that. But I'll bet it wasn't as good as this one. Twist of Fate by Becky Lynch. Hooks the leg, gets 2, gets. Oh my goodness. Talk about a false finish. That was about as close as you're going to get. Oh. Stratisfaction for the win. 2 and through. No, what? Referee stopped the third count, but she didn't kick out yet.
Hopefully she didn't just blow out her knee, boy.
No, I hope not. I think that's part of the angle they're running. Be able to tell right now. Nah, she's all right. Trish going up quickly to the top. Man, they're giving them some time, too.
Yeah, we're at what, 20 minutes?
Give or take. Stratus off the top rope with a bulldog. Hook at a leg. 1, 2. Again, this referee is stopping the count before the shoulder comes up. That's twice. Battling it out on top of the cage now. Face to face. Exchanging right hands, and Becky's falling inside. Trish is out. On her way down. And Becky gets a handful of blonde. Pulls her back up. Oh, headbutt. Trish Stratus has her legs twisted inside the top girder of the steel cage. Yeah, I'm going to say this could be very dangerous. She's dangling now outside the ring.
I like the spot, though.
Yeah. Well, Trish is outside of that. And nope, she's being brought back in. There's no way. Becky's looking to go for a suplex off the top rope. Trish off the top of the cage. Oh, shit. They're going to do it.
Yeah.
And they almost fucked it up, too. Let's see how she landed that one. Yeah, that was pretty well placed.
Yeah.
And Becky, again, this referee is killing me. And really, it comes down to the ladies, because if you're supposed to kick out, kick the fuck out. You're making the referee look bad.
But then again, if they want a close count, they've got to wait to
Yeah, but they're waiting too long, and he's stopping his 3 count out of the cadence.
Well, then maybe they should have had a different referee in there. One, because there's a couple referees that can do that whole sweeping motion right at the very last second.
But even doing it that way, what I'm saying is they still haven't kicked out yet.
Yeah.
So it's basically the referee saying, okay, you're not going to get a 3 count yet. It's not in the script, even though you forgot to kick out on time. We got Becky going over the top, Trish heading for the door now. Becky says, no, you are not going out the door. Ah, chicanery. Who called that? Zoe trying to pull her out. Trish pulling her in. Maybe going to pull both of them in. Let's see. Where's Lita? There is a tug of war, and Trish is the rope. Oh, Zoe just clobbers her with a cage door. 1, 2, and 2 count only. Went for the chick kick, nobody home. Manhandle slam, and now Zoe's in the cage. Here we go. It's WCW all over again. Steel cage. 2 people get locked in. We will have a winner unless somebody else gets in there. And now, nicely done. Becky closes the door and now has trapped Zoe in there with him. So it's a 2 against 1. What a shame. This is a great match without this.
Yep.
Trish heading out over the top. Manhandle slam on Zoe. Stratus pulled back in, head first into the steel. Manhandle off the top rope. 1, 2, 3. And no Trish or Lita.
Yep.
Wasn't a bad match at all. I wish they didn't have Zoe in the cage. I would have been okay with Becky trying to go over the top and try and climb down and having her down there with a chair or something to scare her back into the cage. That I'm okay with.
Right.
Man, Trish's forehead is swelling up.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think she hit those metal parts in the middle there a couple times.
Looking brutal. Now, does Zoe screw her over here in the cage right now, or are we going to wait for another day?
Let's say it'll happen tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
Monday Night Raw.
On
Sunday? No, I forgot. We're on Saturday, aren't we?
Work with Saturday. Me here. Work with me.
Sorry, I flipped into the old days when they were all on Sunday nights.
I know.
Hello, Prime Time. How you doing?
Prime Time in the house. What's up? Anybody, like I said, if you want to jump in here and you want to share your thoughts, opinions, and predictions. Booyah. That was a decent opening match. It was a better match than I thought those two could have ever had.
Absolutely.
But that's got to be it, man. Let it be done.
Right. If you want to continue it with Zoe and Becky, I could see that.
Maybe, but I'd rather see Zoe and Trish. I like Zoe a lot, man. She's got the right build. She's got a pretty face, but a tough face. Oh, here we go. We're not waiting for Monday. Oh, Trish, you're going to fuck up right here, aren't you? you're gonna make a mistake. Oh, you done fucked up now. Oh, Zoe's still gonna give you a chance. Uh-oh. Well, here's what I like so far. Zoe just closed themselves in the cage, and Trish isn't like backing down, pulling a Bobby Heenan, you know?
Yeah.
But she is about to get her ass kicked. And Zoe is taking her clothes off. So does that officially make her a baby face, or man, Trish's head's a mess.
Yeah.
Throw some white paint on there, and she's gonna look like she's got the Bray Wyatt mask.
Well, that's good. I'm glad they finished it there then.
Yeah, it went well. Now, does Zoe and Trish go somewhere, or is it now just done with that?
I think that's probably going to just be it, because
I hope so, man. For Trish, that's the right note to end on. That was a solid match.
Yep.
Go out on top.
And as good as Zoe is, I don't think it would have the appeal to the masses to have a feud between them.
No, but it wouldn't necessarily need to either. I mean, it would just be an opportunity for her to have a marquee name, Hall of Fame name on her record, and to get the win.
Right. And let it simmer for a little bit. Give it a little time to about like
doing
Rumble
the Rollins
or something.
match now? Oh man, I got to run and grab a bite to eat here if I'm going to have that happening. I'll be right back.
I don't know. Let's give it till Rumble and then have Trish cost Zoe in the Rumble match. Let things cool off a little bit. Yes, I do believe that Jack Perry should have been fired also, because he was instigating shit during a major pay-per-view that he didn't have to say what he said. So no, if this was back in the 80s, Punk would have been in the right for what he did, because that happened all the time. You step out of line, you go into business for yourself, you get your ass kicked. But as a promoter, you got to control your people, because to me, this just makes everything that Punk said about him look legit. They're just a bunch of kids playing at wrestling. It's stupid. Tony should have fired Jack Perry. I'll stand by that. To be honest, a lot of people should have been let go when all this shit happened months ago. And that's always been my opinion on that too. So and what's he fear and danger of from CM Punk? that Punk sues him and takes control of the company. Well, maybe you should have controlled your talent better and you wouldn't put yourself in this position, Tony. I mean, honestly. Vince has said it numerous times, and I'll agree. You don't see that shit happening in WWE. He did. But here's the thing. For Tony Khan to firing, he had to basically fulfill his contract. So Punk got paid out of this. And me and Vince talked about it. If I was Punk, I'd say, you want to fire me? Fine. I won't sue you, but you're not going to put a non-compete clause on me. So if that was done, Punk gets his money. And as of tonight, he could go anywhere he wanted to and wrestle. We got Cena coming out here, the host tonight. Who are we going to have come out and interrupt Cena tonight since he got interrupted last night by Jimmy? Because we know we can't just have Cena in the ring by himself as the host. We got to have some shit go on. Good way to start a new feud for him. If they hate that, lay your ass down for that 3-second 10. Cena now hyping the cage match that just happened. Talking about how he's done a lot of things in WWE, but he's never been the host. I could see that prime time. I would love to see a heel Cena again. A lot of us would. He said as host, he's supposed to make the night special, and that means he's going to be the special guest referee between LA Knight and The Miz. So maybe prime time. Maybe he will be heel, and maybe it'll be LA Knight and Cena as his feud. That would be great. And we got Miz coming out now. So, of course, Miz is going to be a little cranky. This might be the next match. So, Miz has a microphone. Miz just said he'd expect LA Knight to pander to the audience, but not John Cena. Yes, I do think that's the whole goal, is for Street Profits to have tag team gold and probably Bobby to have gold at some point. And I think they'll probably bring Carmelo Hayes up from NXT to join them and round them out as a fourth. It's talking about how, as a host, you shouldn't be putting in himself in as the special guest referee for a match.
Yeah, I was talking about it earlier. Perry, there's just a whole lot of crap going on there. Perry's definitely should have got his ass kicked.
And that's what I said when it first came up when you were gone. I said he should have been fired for sure. D-Train!
Why are we watching Cena and Miz?
Because Cena said, as the special host for tonight, his job is to make the night special, and to make it special, he's going to be the special guest referee between the Miz and LA Knight. At which time, me and Primetime. So me and Primetime have discussed it and believe that Cena will do something to LA Knight. They'll start feuding, and Cena will go heel.
No, he's not going to go heel.
Oh, come on. We can dream, can't we? That's the whole point of wrestling. To dream.
Dream all you want. He's not going to go heel.
Oh, yeah. I believe Carlito's showing up tonight to help him.
Is in the house.
D-Train, what's up? I'm good with this.
Yeah.
CM McSham. I'm over here rushing to get my popcorn ready because I don't want to miss CM Punk's return.
And we talked about that too, about what you and I discussed earlier about him having the non-compete clause, if he had one. Glad you got all moved into your new place, man. Yeah.
Appreciate you too, buddy.
That's what a lot of people were thinking, D-Train. Him show up at Survivor Series, let things cool off for a month or two.
Could there be a bigger pop than if he showed up tonight?
Yes, it would. I don't know, Primetime. The stuff that Vince comes up with, I think the three of us could book for them, and it'd be phenomenal.
Couldn't do any worse.
Right. At least we know how to use the talent. Yeah.
I don't think there's any arguing right now of who's going to win the match.
Right. Unless something funky happens. That's insane. 650 wishes, the most ever by anybody. That's crazy. That's great, but that's phenomenal, man. Yeah.
Come on, Miz, get in there, get that ass kicked.
No.
How old is the Miz now? In his 40s.
I want to say late 30.
No.
I was going to say late 30s at least. Well, I found out today John Cena's 46. So
that's what I was going to say. He's close to that. He's like 43, 44, I think.
Okay, that I can see. I was shocked when I found out Cena was 46.
Been around a minute, man. I mean, how old do you figure he had to be when he ran in on Kurt Angle?
Yeah, that's true.
And that was a while ago.
Yeah.
D-Train got another name for the Miz, but he ain't going to say it here.
Oh, yeah, you can. Not for nothing. The Miz plays his role as it's given to him, and he does it well. He is the guy who can put over people and still be popular.
And he's really perfectly fine with his role. I mean, he's not one of these guys that's going to bitch and moan about things. You're never going to hear him saying, "Doesn't work for me, brother."
No, because it's like he comes on when they need him, and then he can fade into the background and still collect a nice paycheck and take a little time off. I don't know. I think Edge might be done for a little bit. We might see him one more time at Rumble and run through till
Edge.
Yeah.
I got a really bad feeling he's going to do something stupid and sign with AEW.
I hope not. I really do.
I hope not too, but if I were going to bet money right now, that's where I'd bet it.
That is true, D-Train. The Miz wins regardless.
You know, back in the day, I couldn't figure out how he got Maurice. But the more time goes by, the more you kind of get to see him out of character. He's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah. We got Diva Paris who joined us. Welcome. Or Diva. How's that pronounced?
What's up, Diva? Miz ramming LA Knight into the guardrail, yelling, "Yeah!" every step of the way. Gosh damn. Back body drops the Miz over the guardrail and lands in the timekeeper's booth. And by the way, 2K, can we please get the ring bell back again?
Yes. I'm of the opinion that if anybody walks out like with an item in their hand, whatever it might be, that it should be at ringside and can be used.
I just realized looking at this, the Payback arena I used tonight, pretty much spot on.
Yeah, it was. It's really close.
Can't take credit for it. I downloaded it, but whoever made a hell of a job.
I haven't played the AEW game, so you'll have to ask Vince about that one, D-Train. He wants to know how it is.
Have you ever had a root canal? It's almost that much fun. Now, the game itself isn't like a bad game. The wrestlers, for the most part, if you take money out of the equation, look pretty good. The wrestling is okay. It's arcadey, but we knew that, so it's okay. But when it comes to any video game, for me, if you don't have a replay value, then it's not a good game. It can be a great experience for a couple of hours, and then you don't want to play it anymore. That means it's not a good game, even though they might have done a lot of things right. So this game has a zero replay value. You'll play it for a week or two, and then you'll go on a shelf, and it's right up there with the Impact video game. It's right up there with Fire Pro, Retromania. I mean, these are all games you play them for a couple of days, and then it's like, I spent more money on that than it was worth.
Right, and that's what Vince said in one of his other videos, D-Train, was wait till it goes on sale. Don't pay no more than $20 on the high end for it.
Well, I honestly, I say $15 is the right price. I actually just put out a video yesterday about my overall opinion of the game because I waited for Stadium Stampede, and then yesterday they dropped the only DLC they're probably going to do. Got Keith Lee and the bunny. The bunny looks like a space alien.
Those knees to LA Knight's face a minute ago. Jesus, I thought he snapped his neck.
The Furby. We got a Furby reference. By the way, Mrs. Little promo on LA Knight where he came dressed as him and did the whole entrance and everything. Spot on, man. I thought it was him at first.
Yeah.
I'm sitting over there going, what the hell is everybody booing him for? And I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch, you got me.
Yeah, he had the walk and everything, boy.
Oh, the voice, he had that spot down too.
Yeah.
LA Knight getting his ass kicked.
Yep.
Man, he popped him up in the air so much that he got air underneath his shoulder. That was cool.
Yeah. Again, we discussed how this was one of the matches we wanted to see.
Yep.
And I think it's lived up so far. That was a nice combo.
Slow 2 count by John Cena. Ooh, LA Knight with the running knee into the corner. Nice sunset flip by the Miz, goes nowhere. Trisha Maurice.
I
Are we
gotta go
talking
with
about
Maurice.
today? Are we talking about today or are we talking about 10 years ago? Makes a difference. I would say 10 years ago, I would go with Trish. Today, I would learn to speak French.
Right. No, we know not a match. We know what you were talking about. I mean, it could be a match. I mean,
Yeah, no, I wrestle.
I'll wrestle you.
Two count and the Miz kicks out.
Man.
Everybody's been getting good time on their matches tonight, which means somebody's going to get squashed. Now, who's it going to be?
Theory.
There you go.
We're going to have just enough time for Waller to come out and interfere on Theory's behalf, and then Carlito come out for Ray and call it a day. Hey, not for nothing, Mae Young was a freak, okay? That's all I got to say about that.
She actually wasn't bad looking way back in the day.
No, she wasn't.
They didn't have
Cena just kicked,
Photoshop back then. Hell, they barely had photos.
Miz in Cena's face.
Uh-oh. Oh, man, I thought they were going to give it to him. Cena doing his best Tommy Young impressions.
Was he on there tonight, prime time?
I don't know why people watch that show. I just don't know. It's not going to last. I'm telling you right now.
Miz impersonate Cena.
It's a new WCW. They're just going to go straight to hell. BFT for the win. 2 and 3. Good night.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you.
So who's LA Knight's new feud going to be now?
Good question.
Gunther?
Has Gunther
Let him have the
captured the
Intercontinental
Honky
title?
Tonks record yet or no?
After tonight, he will have.
Ah, shit. Who's he got tonight?
Nobody. He's not on the card.
I really didn't want to see that.
Because when he went against Chad Gable the other week, he only had a month to go, I think, at that point.
Well, there's one of the new belts.
You're kidding. Vince Russo is going to take over what, creative for AEW in 2025? That's fucking ridiculous.
Is it true or is that a joke?
Oh, no. That's what D-Train just put in.
He's joking. He's joking.
Okay, good. I wouldn't put it past Tony Khan, honestly. I wouldn't.
Got to read the LOLs, buddy. It's important.
Well, it wasn't there at first. Oh, I guess it was. Okay.
I was going to say, you can't add it afterwards.
I just saw 2025 Vince Russo takes over creative. I was like, wouldn't put it past him.
That's true. I still wouldn't say it couldn't happen.
Right. Then we could call him WCW 2.0. It was a joke. I kid.
Are we seriously saying
The
Dennis
bad part
Rodman was
about
on
it
their
is
show
I'm not
tonight?
on anything. Huh?
Are we serious that Dennis Rodman was on their show tonight, or is that a fuck around?
No, Primetime's watching it right now. He's just said the Acclaimed saved Dennis Rodman from Jeff Jarrett's group.
I just don't know how people watch that show. I just don't get it.
And for your last question there, D Train, I'm not on anything. This is all natural. I'd be a lot more mellow if I was on the stuff, man. I'm just saying.
Rodman was on. I mean, other than old farts like us that might be in attendance, who are the 22-year-old fans going to even fucking know who Dennis Rodman is?
Right. Ain't like he's been around the NBA anytime soon.
I mean, if you were bringing
I know you are.
LeBron or somebody that is relevant, I guess that's one thing. You know, when WCW brought Rodman in, it's because he was skipping practice right before a playoff game.
Right. Yeah, I know you're giving me the business. I appreciate it. Trust me. We'll go back and forth all night.
I am liking Grayson Waller a bit. I didn't like him a whole lot in NXT, but I also didn't watch a lot of NXT. Right. But he's growing on me.
He's got the ability. He can talk. He can cut a promo.
Great look.
Yeah. Yep.
And, you know, there were all these rumors running around a few weeks ago that A-Town's getting released and they're going to have him go, you know, find other wrestling promotions to find himself and develop himself more and come back a couple of years down the road. Mentioning a lot of other guys who have done that and a lot of ladies who have done that and have come back better.
Right.
And I'm like, they're out of their fucking minds. I'm not saying he's perfect, but you don't release that.
Right. I mean, because honestly, on SmackDown, he could possibly be the next top heel. He really could. He just needs a little more time, a little more polish.
I mean, think about it. You release him, what happens? He goes to AEW. What happens? He gets fucking injured. His career's over.
Right.
Prime time. I've been saying that for over a year now, buddy.
Yep.
And if it's not WCW 2.0, then it's Impact TNA, Dixie Carter.
Right.
Actually, it reminds me more of the Dixie Carter thing because you got the super fan who's got a rich dad who makes it possible to have your own little sandbox to play in.
Right.
That goes hugging all their wrestlers, fanboying.
Right.
And by the way, that's all CM Punk was doing in England was returning the favor. He was just hugging Tony a little with a monitor.
Right.
Dennis fucking Rodman. I was going to say what color is his hair, but he probably doesn't have any anymore.
Oh, look. This match is sponsored by Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Zelina Vega, the only person on the roster that makes Ray look tall.
I'm trying to figure out what it is with Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Rey Mysterio because his match with Dominic at WrestleMania was sponsored by Cinnamon Toast Crunch too.
He's family friendly. He is. He's marketable. He's good for kids because he can have an eye-to-eye conversation.
Yeah, this is true. I like the mask. I like the attire Ray's got on tonight.
And I don't care what nobody says. I love that belt.
It's growing on me. I didn't like it at first, but
I love that belt.
It is one of the better designs they've made recently for. I can't stand the Intercontinental title right now. I
don't
hate
mind
how
it.
that looks.
I don't mind it. I'm not going to say
I was always a fan of the
it.
classic. I like the classic with the white strap. That was my Intercontinental belt.
Well, my Intercontinental belt got fucked up in a steel cage. Thank you, Greg Valentine.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Zelina a lot too. I watch some of her stuff that she does on YouTube quite a bit.
I'm sure Zelina's a really sweet girl, but she better learn to not talk about the unions anymore.
And we're off.
Any chance that they're going to give him the belt back?
I don't think so. I don't think so tonight. I think they want to play out something between Ray and Santos.
Well, what would play it out better than if he were to cost him the title?
Well, here's the thing. There was rumors going around on Twitter earlier today about a major star who's heel going face. So a lot of people think that Grayson Waller is going to come out to help Theory. Theory's going to something's going to happen and it's going to cost Theory the match. Theory and Grayson get into a one-on-one with each other and Theory goes face or semi-face, let's put it that way. So I guess we'll wait and see.
How much do you think Cinnamon Toast Crunch has to pay to have the billboards there on the side?
$1 million.
No way. This ain't no Super Bowl ad.
Betcha.
This ain't no Super Bowl.
You asked me my opinion. I gave it to you. If
No
I was an
way.
account or a marketing person, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. I'd be there in
And it's only for one
watching
match.
it.
You got to remember, it's for one match. They're not doing it all night long.
Well, at least I'd have to say at least 100,000 then. At least.
Yeah, I was thinking 1 to 2.
Now, I think they might have paid more for it at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but that's apples and oranges. Now you're talking about a much larger audience, like the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And then there's also people thinking that it might be Damian Priest who goes face tonight too.
Why not Finn Balor?
Because he's with JD McDonough and McDonough's not a face. You would have to switch both of them. Unless JD does something and takes Finn's place in Judgment Day, or JD takes his place in Judgment Day, then I could see Finn going face.
Or if JD joins up with Wade Barrett and becomes a new Nexus.
Yeah, we ain't seen that yet. Well, we
Tell me it
have.
wouldn't work. Tell me it wouldn't work.
It would work. It would work.
And I'm just getting started, man. I haven't gotten into the shit yet.
And that's the thing. Wade, they could do that on TV and Wade wouldn't have to wrestle. He just has to be the figurehead.
He ain't wrestled yet for me.
I know.
Hell, he wasn't even ringside tonight. He was on the phone.
Yeah, a lot of people wanted the Wing title to come back prime time.
Closest
for
we
some
got was
reason,
what we
Vince
got
don't-
with Seth Rollins now.
Yeah. Vince tries to stay away from those classic titles as much as fucking possible. Don't want to acknowledge his past.
You don't gotta acknowledge your past. Just make a belt that looks like a friggin' wrestling championship belt instead of some friggin' walking billboard. What they need to do is they need to Vince Russo the other belts. They need to just go off and have Vince come out one night, or even Triple H, and say, you know what? You're supposed to defend world titles every 30 days. Roman Reigns, you can keep those fucking belts. They don't mean shit. They're the Roman Reigns memorial belts. That's what we're going to call them.
Have a good evening, D-Train. Take it easy, brother.
Thanks for being here, buddy. I appreciate you, man. Rey Mysterio's got to be in his 50s, doesn't he? I mean, he was wrestling in fucking ECW.
I think he might be right around my age. I just turned 50, so he's either a couple years older than me or a couple years younger.
And he's still hitting a perfect moonsault.
Yep.
And he's still running the ropes, hitting the middle rope. Nice move right there. Slides out to the floor and lands a perfect DDT.
Yes.
I'm surprised his body lets him still do that.
If I'm not mistaken, he did that last night in the tag match too. Or he did something similar to it.
Yeah, that was what I was starting to mention earlier. I didn't get to watch last night's stuff because my internet and everything was all shot up, my TV. So everything I saw on SmackDown was on YouTube today on WWE.
D-Train says Ray's 48, so he's 2 years younger than me.
Still impressive to see him moving the way he does with as many years that he's got under his belt.
Oh, yeah.
You got to remember, this is a guy that was thrown head first like a javelin into the side of an RV. Oh, that was a nice move. Austin Theory with a really tight sit-out powerbomb. Oh, that was sweet. Damn.
Nice.
Gonna cut him loose? I don't think so.
So was it an RV or was it the side of a semi? I thought it was the side of a semi.
It was an RV. They had them in the back for the production team.
Oh, all right.
I was there for that one. They had 4 weeks in a row at MGM Studios at Disney, and I was there for every one of them.
Nice.
Free admission.
Then why not go?
Hell yeah.
Facts.
So apparently that javelin throw was somewhere in an area that the guests were able to see. Not necessarily the guests that were there to watch wrestling. The ones that were there to attend a theme park.
The guests in general. Yeah.
And they thought that shit was real. They could call the police. Who responded? The good old days. It's real to me, damn it.
We just saw this kid get slammed into the side of an RV. Help!
$619, could it be over? Brings the knees up. Mysterio being manhandled like the midget that he is. He got him. Mysterio with a small package roll. No shenanigans or anything. Uh-oh. We will wish you well in your future endeavors.
Oh, no, Carlito.
Santos has Rey Mysterio up on his shoulders. Now watch him do the electric chair drop on the floor. It was not the end, and don't call me Shirley.
Right.
In theory, does not look happy at all.
Very good facial expression.
Becky looks like she was in a steel cage match.
Right.
Oh my God, no.
Her face looks a little beat up too, boy.
I don't know that Tiffany Stratton is ever going to materialize in anything, but right now, I just can't. But Trish had a good zinger on her right there.
Right.
The new Impact look? What do you mean by the new Impact look? I just watched Emergence yesterday, day before, 2 days ago. Got around to watching Emergence. That wasn't bad. Actually, I had some pretty good matches on it. I'm okay with the Rascals being the new tag champs. I don't know how long you can run their current world title picture the way it's going. Look at that elbow.
What they got is the world title picture.
What's that?
What is the world title picture? I'm kind of out of it with Impact at the moment.
You're fucking fired. You got what's his fucking name? Gosh damn it. Saban's partner, what the fuck?
Alex Shelley.
Shelley. Damn, I couldn't get his name. I had his face, couldn't get his name. Shelley's a champ. He's already beaten Nick Aldis. And who else? Well, he won the title from Macklin. And now, recently, coming back from injury, is the former champion who never lost the title. Had it taken away from him.
Right.
The walking weapon, Alexander. So, I don't know. It's like when I watch Moose, I'm thinking to myself, there's no reason you ever should have took the belt off. That's your guy. You want your world champion to be somebody that if he's walking, if he's spending a night in the bar after a wrestling match, you don't want to fuck with him.
Right.
And you simply do not get that fear in you from Alex Shelley. I love Alex Shelley. I think he's a tremendous talent. I'm glad he got the title. It's already time, okay? Put it on an actual physical threat. Even, you know, the walking weapon is not someone you'd look at and be terrified of, but I assure you he will fuck you up in a real fight.
Right.
Because he is that well trained in wrestling.
Primetime Impact couldn't pay Punk what he'd want to appear on the show.
CM Punk is not going to Impact in their 500 fan arena. Not in a million years. They couldn't get Bray Wyatt.
Right. Kevin and Sammy. I'll be really shocked if they lose the titles tonight. I really will.
I can't see it happening.
Honestly, I think it'll be the Street Profits that take it from them.
Yeah, that could happen.
Because they're trying to push them with Bobby now, so. And like I said earlier, I think shortly we'll probably get Carmelo Hayes being called up to join them. So
Carmelo Hayes is busy right now with Nexus.
I like the Punisher on Priest's jacket. That
was really good. Match. There we go. We want tables. Here comes 3 chairs. You'll take your chairs and you'll like it. Primetime, I didn't really notice that big of an upgrade in their production. I mean, I'm okay with their setup to begin with, so I don't have a problem with it, but I didn't notice an upgrade. I'll look at it on Thursday, though, now that you mention it. They still have their little 10-foot ramp. What production are you referring to exactly?
I
They're
forgot
doing their
Corey's from Pittsburgh.
They're still doing their backstage promos the same way, whether it's their little vignettes or whatever, where whatever the building is, they just shoot it on a concrete wall or something like that, and they put their little uplighting. But again, for them, it works.
It's been a while since they had trash cans.
What's Kevin got going on? Kevin Owens wearing a Terry Funk t-shirt.
Nice.
They are teeing off on this boy.
Yeah, with the trash can on his head.
Yeah. There is a whole tub
I was
of
waiting. I
Gatorade.
saw that.
Of Gatorade and ice under there. Now you know that's coming out. And here's the folks at Cinnamon Toast Crunch saying, we paid for our fucking ad.
Right. There's a big difference between CM Punk and Naomi prime time. A big difference.
Oh, I didn't say I never thought she'd be an Impact. I wasn't surprised at all, quite honestly. I didn't think Impact would put her there. And quite honestly, I think it was a bad move for both. She hasn't done herself any favors other than getting a paycheck. I'll say, and I told Jay, for Emergence, at least she looked like a fucking wrestler. She had wrestling gear on. But everything else she has done since the day she stepped foot in Impact has been an absolute joke. Her look has been horrible. She's ripping off the intellectual property of the WWE with the whole glow thing. Yeah, she may come up with it, but it was under their banner. They own it.
Right.
And she took it down a bunch of notches because these wigs she's been wearing are horrible. And not even close to imaginative. And even her in-ring work really hasn't been that great. And I liked her in WWE. But this is just, I honestly, every time I watch her, I feel like she's just cashing a check. I also feel like she did it just to say fuck you to Vince. The problem is nobody's watching Impact besides me, so he's not hearing you.
Well, you said it before too, but when we've talked that she don't seem to have the same enthusiasm there as she did in WWE.
Not even close. Her promo skills are down. I mean, it's just not been good for her.
Someone's going to get a pop-up powerbomb on all those chairs laying in the ring.
You would think, huh?
Or a blue thunder bomb, that'd be good too.
Are you okay? No, my back.
Right.
Oh, Dirty Dom.
Well, he knew it had to happen.
Ex-con Dom.
Rhea won't be out there just because she's got that match with Raquel.
By the way, Kevin Owens has been busted open. They turned around. There's Sammy and Kevin wearing Pittsburgh jerseys. You got
and
Lemieux,
hockey
both of them
stick.
wearing. Are they both wearing Lemieux? Or is
Yeah.
the other one? I think no. Kevin's got Lemieux. I think it's Sidney Cosby on the other one.
Oh, okay. Yep, you're right. Yep.
It would have been a little bit better if they could have actually got. Oh, they throw the gloves down and they fight Dom. I love it. The hockey fan of me is coming out. What the hell had to happen to let him get color? He is bleeding.
Probably when they threw him over that barricade, he might have hit his head on the boxes that were back there.
Oh, I don't think he did. I think he used that as an excuse to cut himself and say he did.
Oh, that'll work too.
Because you know back there right now, they're like, who the hell let him bleed? Vince, was the damnedest thing. I went over the fucking rail. Smashed my head on a box. I smashed my head on a box full of razor blades.
Who do you think you are? You're not Moxley. What the hell?
This is good shit. And here comes the miss. Couldn't predict that one. Oh, Kevin Owens had to wipe the blood off. Thunderbomb on the chairs, and he kicks out. Yeah, the medical team did something to help Kevin Owens out with all that blood.
Hello, Juan.
Translation, somebody got in the earpiece of the referee say, get that fucking blood off of him now. Juan Cordero, what's happening, man? And as if by magic, Owens is no longer bleeding. I love it.
It's a party now. We got a clown here.
Damian Priest now bringing that hockey stick in, taking shots at it. Uh-oh. I thought he was going south of heaven on the chairs. Suplex. Oh, no! Sammy just got suplex driven onto those 4 chairs.
Yeah, they're really playing into the Pittsburgh atmosphere here, clown. That's been good. So
they need to pull the jersey over his head to tie up his arms.
There you go.
Corey Graves jumped into the fans.
He did that, I want to say about 2 or 3 weeks ago on SmackDown too.
I'd like to see Corey get one more match.
Yeah.
He never got to end his career. I mean, he went out way too soon anyway.
Yep. And again, he was one that I always liked down in NXT. Liked his look, liked how he wrestled.
I agree. There's a clown in the house.
That's what I said.
Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry. Love it when a hockey fight breaks out in a wrestling match. And it doesn't happen every day. That's the thing.
They're out in the pre-show arena area. That was a nice senton.
Man, they have just done everything they can to play to the Pittsburgh fans here, with this only exception being they haven't brought out Britt Baker yet.
Right. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Kevin Owens climbing up.
I know.
ECW moment coming.
Yep.
He's going to dive off the fucking guardrail.
Put Dom through the table.
Oh, my God. He moonsaulted through the table, but he overshot the table. He's hurt. Yeah, I think he is hurt. Yeah, I don't have any doubt that he did something to his hand. He's holding his right hand.
Oh, shit. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet you a lot of money that he really did fracture it. Yeah, no, he fucked it up.
Yeah, he sprung way too far out.
Yep. And he came really hard down on the right forearm, it looks like.
Yeah.
Could be the wrist, forearm, hard to tell, but he's holding the wrist.
I think he would have been better to do a frog splash.
Yeah, he's fucked up from that. Well, if they weren't going to lose the tag team titles, maybe they need to. Sami Zayn just ate a freaking steel garbage can. What happened to all this protocol for concussions where you can't do this shit?
Well, in their defense, the trash cans are a little bit lighter than.
Well, I'm not saying that,
Steel
but
chairs.
still, he was running in there at pretty good speed.
Yeah.
And we all know if a train leaves Los Angeles traveling at 70 miles an hour and a train leaves New York going at 50 miles an hour, they're going to fuck up when they meet.
Yeah, that's true.
Miscommunication. Ooh, through the table goes Finn Balor. He's out. Anybody seen Kevin Owens?
No.
Uh-oh. There's Kevin Owens. Stunner. Still looks like he's favoring that arm. Damian Priest about to get beat. 1, 2. Oh, J.D. McDonough with the save.
Hmm.
And Kevin Owens wipes him out. Now, J.D. McDonough's here in Pittsburgh, where the colors are what? Black and gold. Just saying, Nexus.
Yeah.
They're ripping me off.
That was, wow.
Rhea Ripley puts Kevin Owens through the fucking guardrail ahead of her match.
I really didn't think she'd be out there.
Especially a spot like that where you could get hurt before your match.
Right. I like her outfit. Looks nice.
I'm not a fan of her tattoos, though. They had a picture of her just sitting somewhere, I guess, and she's wearing shorts so you can actually see them without the fishnet.
Right.
I don't know. They're just so random, I guess, and it's all up and down her legs and shit. I don't know. I don't like my girls looking like a comic book. Nice sling blade right there by Finn. There's that big drop kick, sends Sammy crashing into the buckle. Coup de grace. Nobody home. Exploder. Sammy takes off his shirt, but there's no Terry Funk shirt underneath this one. Haluva kick. It's over. 1, 2. Dominic with a save using the Money in the Bank case. Cover 1, 2. New tag team champions are crowned.
Wow. I really didn't think
I'm not shocked.
Do you think it's because, Kevin?
We'll know by Monday.
Like they had to call it that? Maybe that's why Rhea did come out and do what she did?
The possibility that would add up. The way he grabbed that wrist right away, and if you were going to sell that fall, that bump, you'd be selling your back.
Right.
Not your wrist. But I got a funny feeling he'll be out for a little bit.
It does give them the ability to be on SmackDown legally now.
But here's the new question. Are you going to put the tag team titles and the world championship on them? Or now we're just going to wait on the Money in the Bank for almost a year? See, now I don't think Seth has a problem. Although, what if he did? What if he does take the world title tonight as well? Judgment Day's got every fucking belt. And to your point, they're going to have that passport to SmackDown. Judgment Day going up against the Usos. Or what's left of the bloodline.
Juan's upset. He's like, no.
Oh, it happened. Deal with it.
I give it to JD. That pop-up powerbomb he took on the announce table, Jesus.
Yeah, that looked pretty rough, didn't it?
Yeah. His back literally was like... And maybe now we do
look at the Judgment Day with all the gold and the Money in the Bank.
Well, here we go. Now we add JD officially to Judgment Day, and he goes after the Intercontinental Championship. Because him and Gunther in NXT UK had some hellacious matches.
That close-up they just had of KO, you can see the cut in his upper forehead just inside his hairline.
Right.
It could have been legit. This is the first time I've heard them mention Connor's cure in a long time, it seems.
Well, I mean, it is, like they said, September is Cancer Awareness Month, so that makes sense that they're talking about it now. So now Judgment Day can go back and forth to SmackDown. Cody makes the announcement on Grayson Waller that he's come to SmackDown. He starts feuding with Grayson Waller since Grayson Waller's on SmackDown.
They need to get rid of this freaking roster bullshit.
Yeah, we discussed that too.
Yep. So do you hear the thing about the NFL championship titles?
I've seen them, yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't have any for the Jaguars.
Really?
They sold
That I
out
didn't
apparently
know.
in the first hour. So the claim is that they are getting more in.
I was going to say, the Raiders are my team, so I'd like to have a Raiders one because they do look nice. I will give them that.
The belts look really nice. I could give a fuck about the NFL. I was a Giants fan growing up, but there's no way I'd spend a nickel on it. Those Pittsburgh belts they had in the stands a little while ago looked pretty tight.
Mm-hmm. No, us munching is not making you hungry. What you smoked before you joined the chat and the stream is what is making you hungry. But
yeah, man.
Needless to say, go make you some burgers.
You and your munchies, man. I know how you got there.
I was, yeah. He said, "Okay, fair enough." I was
Dude,
wondering
this ain't
if
our
you guys
first
could hear me
rodeo, man.
crunching.
We
I
know
wasn't sure.
you.
You're right. Puff, puff, pass, my brother.
Yeah, I was going to say, man. Blowing smoke into the chat. We know. I'll tell you what, we've seen wrestlers compete or perform injured in the past where we knew they were injured.
Right.
But I don't think I will ever see anything that will impress me the way it did when Cody went in there with that torn pec into the Hell in a Cell with Seth, wrestled a 25-minute match, took the fucking bumps he did.
Right.
And that's why when people tell you, well, you know it's fake, right? I know the outcome is predetermined.
Hey.
But when you show me an NFL or an NBA player that will play in a game with 1/10 that damage.
Right.
Now, I didn't mention hockey because those fuckers play on broken ankles.
Yes,
That's the
do.
only other tough sport
Yep.
there is hockey. Everybody else is pussy sports.
I don't know. Rugby, they can go too. So.
Well, I'm just talking about our main, NBA,
Okay. All right.
NFL,
Yeah.
Major League Baseball. Baseball's another
Gotcha.
one. Got a hangnail. I'm not playing today. Fuck you.
Right.
You went 0 for 4 the last game. That's why you ain't playing today. Grayson Waller.
Must have the Cody segment coming up next.
Yep. Guy has got $1 million look.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh shit! That was such a good singer.
Again, this is why I think Cody is going to go to SmackDown. I really do.
Now I wonder, does he come up with that shit, or did somebody write it for him? Because that was good.
I think he comes up with his own promos. I think he does. He makes me think of Jericho when Jericho would do his show.
Jericho called out the WWE for being petty because when Bob Barker passed away and they did the tribute to Bob Barker, they, of course, had nothing to show except for the fact that he was a Raw GM once upon a time for one night.
Yeah.
And they showed moments from his GM role on that one Monday night, but not the actual moments that mattered, which was all featuring him and Chris Jericho.
Right.
So they showed him doing some little backstage crap with this one or that one, a Big Show or whoever, but nothing with Chris Jericho. And it's like, wow.
Right.
I mean, that was where the real shit happened. Jericho's like, really? I mean, the man passed away and you're going to worry about the fact that I'm not there anymore? How petty.
Right.
And he's right. He's 100% right.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Jericho is not hurting you. The fact that he's in AEW, who gives a shit? Jericho's like 55 years old. He's not drawing money. He's not.
Right.
The guy that was drawing money just got fired.
And when he retires, you guys are going to still put him in your Hall of Fame.
Eventually. They're going to make him pay a penance first. Oh, that's assuming Vince is around more than a year from now.
Yeah. Cody's acting like he didn't hear the comment.
So, Grayson, what do you want to talk about? I'm liking him. We're not doing that tonight. This can only end one way. Hooters trees.
Welcome in, Christian.
Christian, what's happening? Yeah, that was a good match. It had a lot. It really did. But they delivered well.
Yeah.
Oh! Nice. And that's how you keep them apart until Mania.
Yeah. And with him going to Raw, it does open up a slot that Cody can go to SmackDown.
Well, technically it opens a slot, but I don't think that's going to happen. They've got too much talent on SmackDown, and they can't afford to lose anyone from Raw, especially if Owens is out now with an injury.
That would be an interesting stable with Buddy Matthews, Dom, and Rhea. I don't think we can use the Menage a Trois as the name of it, though, being in the PG era, but I do like that, Christian.
I can use it.
Yeah.
Menage a Twats. You gonna give him a damn microphone? Okay. Oh boy, Grayson, you're going through that table. Boom! There it is. Lights out. Without a word uttered. That's how you do it.
Yep.
Conversation highly overrated.
And to give somebody else a chance to go after Seth or Shinsuke, depending on who wins tonight.
Yeah, I am still pulling for Shinsuke. Well, I'm not on that clown diet, but I need more snacks. I got my contact high from being around him. Even in
there
the
you
chat.
go. Yep. It permeates. Yeah, I do like the fact that Jay's now on Raw. Let's see what he can do. They call him main event. Let's see him. Then again, he could be the one that beats Gunther first. Hold the Intercontinental title for a little while. And then move up to the main title. Looks like we'll have Rhea and Raquel on next. But first, we got to get through the commercials. So far, with us having, I believe, 2 more matches left? What's everybody think of the pay-per-view so far out of 10? Me personally, it's been better than what I thought it was going to be, especially the first match. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10 at this moment. We'll see how it goes with the next couple matches, but I think they actually put this show together really well tonight. So, and everybody's gotten time to work.
I'm going to make a bad decision right now. If you've never had these things, these are these little sports peppers. If you've ever had like Portillo's hot dogs, Portillo's hot dogs, however they pronounce it, they put them on.
Right.
Fucking addictive. And I assure you, 12 hours later, you will shit fire. And it will hurt. But right now, you just can't help it because they're so fucking good. All right, here we go. Raquel. There is no way Rhea's losing tonight.
No, but I hope it's a good match between the two of them. Because if it is, then Raquel can lose and still look strong.
And she's been doing that for the last year.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be an easy win.
No, she had a
I
match
think Rhea
just
will
like
have
that
to
with
work for it.
Shayna. She had a match like that with Ronda.
Yeah. I think Rhea is going to have to work for it, and it's going to be one of those where it ends and Rhea's laying on the mat going, oh, what the fuck did I just go through?
Kind of liking Rhea's new hairstyle.
Yeah, very Joan Jettish.
But I had just gotten used to the old one.
If you don't know who Joan Jett is, if you're too young, do your homework.
And if you didn't see if you have not seen Rhea Ripley when she debuted in NXT, you need to go back and look because she was fucking gorgeous. Girl next door, gorgeous.
Yep.
Flowing blonde hair. Real basic makeup, no tattoos.
Nope. You wouldn't. The first time I saw those pictures, I didn't recognize her.
I remember her wrestling.
Hey! Right. But I didn't realize it didn't click for me. Well, Clown must have got his hamburgers done because he's back. Championship.
Is anybody going to tell Booker T that she raided his closet? I am so not a fan of this ring announcer.
I miss Lillian, honestly.
Lillian was good too. I'm sexist, man. My ring announcers are better as guys.
Well, at least she wasn't a woman trying to sound like a guy.
Well, and there's that part of it too, I guess, or trying to sound tougher than the guys.
Right.
Oh, I love the lockup right from the beginning.
Raquel, the tallest woman in WWE with the smallest breasts.
Oh, I don't know. I think Shayna give her a run for that title. So they just said that Rhea is wearing ring gear that's a tribute to China. And not for nothing, it looks like the same ring gear she wears every fucking night.
Well, I thought about it when I saw the top when she first walked out, and it does look like something that China wore.
Yeah, but when does she wear anything different than this?
Well, the studs
She's
and
wearing
stuff that
black
are on
leather
them,
with studs on it. I mean, that's what she always wears.
Yeah.
Fire in the hole.
But it's funny because if anybody watches Mayhem on my channel, they'll know that currently Rhea Ripley and China are tag team partners.
That's
just throwing it out there. They are a hell of a team.
I was gonna say that would be a good matchup.
That's right, Clown. You better pass. No bogarting here, boy.
Whew. I'm 2 peppers in and I'm starting to feel it.
Oh, Rhea.
Nice. Like I said, 12 hours from now, you'll feel it again, but totally different.
Raquel picked up Rhea into that over her shoulders, and Rhea's like, oh shit.
It's not the drinking I'll regret in the morning. It's these fucking peppers. Oh, what a fucking clothesline.
I like the trash talking between the two of them.
Yep. That was a pretty tight drop kick right there, right to the face.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, man, she did connect. Rhea's bleeding.
Yep.
Mike got a busted nose.
I can't. I'm looking. I can't tell if it's from her nose. It's from her nose area, but I can't tell if the top of her nose has been cut or if it's inside.
Probably from one of those fucking piercings.
Had to be from the clothesline that Raquel gave her, though.
All I know is I'm fucking sitting here minding my own business, and Clown has not passed shit. Clown, remind me, where are you, man? I'll come to you. Woo! That is a wicked combination. Damn.
He said he exiled into the chat from BC. Hot capital of the world.
How did I not realize you were from north of the border? I thought you were somewhere near the Vegas area. Might not be legal in Vegas. I'm not sure, but they don't give a shit.
No, they don't. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
All right. I am not going to
He's like,
any
I
more
don't know,
peppers
eh?
after this batch.
Eh? I mean, just look at his picture. He looks like a mountain man.
I'll just say this right now. In about 12 hours, if you guys hear some loud noise that sounds like a storm siren, that's just me trying to take a shit after all these peppers.
I'm glad that this has been a physical match. It needed to be.
Woo! That one had some juice in it. Wow.
That's what she
are
said.
Leaking. Is Rhea playing with her food?
The ref's putting on the gloves.
Like a law enforcement officer getting ready to advise to. Damn, I can't think of the word. Boom in the corner.
Oh!
Boo. This is the
We
last pepper of the
apologize.
night. The play-by-play is about 3/4 of the way through the bottle of wine, too. So,
And to be honest, they're just going move from move. It's hard to really keep up. It's been a very fast-paced, very physical match.
yeah, it's a watch along. It's not a color commentary along. Whew. Oh, and now Rhea takes a stumble. Damn! That was impressive.
Yep.
There are guys that can't do that.
Deadlifted her off of the rope into a suplex.
Davey Boy Smith is watching this right now in heaven saying, "We're not worthy. We're not worthy."
Two.
Man, my sinuses are all jacked up after all those peppers. Ah.
Oh.
Still curious to know what she did to her nose. I feel like one of the piercings might have got ripped out or something.
Well, like I said, it had to be, however it happened, it had to be from the clothesline Raquel gave her in the beginning. because it was right after that she started bleeding.
Clothesline her in the mouth?
Well, that first clothesline where she said, we were like, holy shit, you know?
Raquel, oh, that didn't work well. I'm not sure if that was a plan or not right there. Big clothesline. 2, and kicks out. There are some moments at the right angle where Raquel reminds me a little bit of Sandra Bullock.
Yeah. Especially with her hair the way it's done tonight.
Well, I agree, but only because it pulls it away and you see her face more.
Right.
Chop block to the back of the knee, and man, there's blood on the canvas. And a decent little amount. She's got her in that leg lock that she likes to use. She ain't going to pick her up off the ground like she did Liv, though.
That prism, yeah, that prism. Yeah.
Small package for 2.
Both women laying on the mat.
Whoa, now we're into a slap fest. And somewhere off in the distance, we can hear the echoing voice of Joey Styles saying, "Get me!"
That was a good kick out of the ring.
Hey, by the way, I don't even have a segue for this, but how did Paul Heyman suddenly go in 1 week's time to 60% gray? I'm like,
he stopped
when
using
the
his
fuck
just
did
for
that
men.
happen?
It happened years ago. He just now started not using his just for men.
Yeah, but I can tell you from experience, it doesn't go away like that quick.
Oh!
Damn, like a javelin.
Yeah.
Damn, that was legit.
And that was after Raquel powerbombed her into the post and then into the barricade before that.
Here comes Dom again to fuck shit up.
Of course.
Slap his
He's holding
ass.
his rib.
Oh, she gonna fuck up Dom. Power slam, yeah. Riptide for the win. 1, 2, and 3. Dom takes the bullet.
But it was a good match. I'm glad it was.
Yeah.
And like I said, she had to fight for it. It wasn't an easy walk either.
Dom gets the MVP award tonight, they say. All I know is he just got his ass whooped by a female.
Right? Well, he's used to that, so.
I would imagine. Lock him in a cage. What is he wearing? I'm glad Cena's back for her last run.
Yeah. October 7th. Looks like we're going to have Fastlane as the next pay-per-view.
Hurt.
Clown says Vince out of wine, but more wrestling to come. I'm really interested to see the Kurt Angle biography. They did a really good job with Cody. I'm hoping they do the same with.
Was that tonight?
Yeah, it premieres tonight after the pay-per-view.
So my thing with Kurt is when he was in Impact and kept getting arrested for DUIs that never stuck and they never punished him for it. I mean, I'm sitting here drinking tonight, but I'm not going to get in a car because the bottom line is you are now putting innocent people at risk. And he did it over and over and over and over again. So when he was inducted into the Hall of Fame here in Orlando, fortunately, he was the headliner. So I was able to watch Diamond Dallas Page get inducted, and then I left because I wasn't going to sit through his. I wasn't going to listen to him. I wasn't going to honor him in any way, shape, or form because I have very low opinions of him as a human being. Anyone can have a bad day and make a bad decision. He did it over and over again. So I won't watch the show. I can tell you that right now. I just don't give a shit.
Yes, but how many people in wrestling have done those kind of things? Tons.
How many of them have been arrested and not punished?
Yeah.
I'm not saying none of them, but let's put it this way. Those same people I also don't give a shit about. Jeff Hardy, I don't give a shit. Which of the Usos is it, by the way, that gets arrested for DUIs habitually? Is it Jimmy
They
or
both
Jay?
have done time for. They both have done time for DUIs.
What time? They didn't miss anything.
This was before they became professional wrestlers. They spent.
But they've been getting arrested as professional wrestlers on the WWE. Matter of fact, there was a big question because it was so early on in the Bloodline storyline. It wasn't even Bloodline yet, and it was either Jimmy or Jay. Which one is married to Naomi?
Jimmy.
All right, then it was him. He got picked up twice in a year. Boy, this is a novel idea this night. We're going to have the world title as the main event.
Right. Watch your back. It would be.
Yes, I am out of wine. That's not actually true. There's a whole lot more where that came from, but one's enough. And I will get through this one match without it. I'm more concerned about these fucking peppers.
I don't know. I think it could be interesting. It could be interesting if Damian cashed in tonight and have tag titles and the heavyweight title.
Yeah. I'm going to stick with my personal preference, which is Shinsuke wins, then wears it out on Monday night. Give him a month or so. Let him have at least one title defense. But he deserves that belt and a chance to actually wear it to the ring and defend it.
Right.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. For the thousands in attendance and for the millions watching around the world, what the fuck is Seth wearing? Looks like Yoda invaded Michael Jackson's closet. And we will return in just a moment.
Yeah, Seth has wore some funky stuff to the ring, but the hood on that jacket is like, I think it'd hide Omos's head. It's that big. And everybody sings, "Whoa, whoa." Yes, yes, Clown. I would say that's probably what he is about to do. You're going to need something to get through the rest. Of course, we probably got, let's see, it's 10 till. We probably got us about 20 minutes here left. Ooh, nice. New graphics. It says Seth was a brave man. It looks like comic book style. Defiant, bold, unwavering. But the storm has eroded him. He has severely only his ego, and now the Kajani symbol is nothing more than a reminder of the man he once was. Like a horse in the end of his legs. It is my duty to put Seth out of his misery. The World Heavyweight Championship that his back can no longer hold. Tonight, Seth, I will set you free. This is the beginning of your end. That was really nice. I hope that somebody posts that. I hope WWE posts that online so everybody can see it, because it was done in comic book style and it looked really good. And now we have Shinsuke coming out.
Did you miss me?
No, but you missed what they did before Shinsuke came out here.
Oh, what did I miss?
They did like a comic book style animation of him telling why he was going to take the title away from Seth tonight, and it was really well done. Basically saying that Seth's back could not hold the title anymore, and he was going to put him out of his misery.
Well, let's see what happens. Muda's here. That's a good sign. Why would they fly him in here for him to lose?
Right.
All right, we are switching over to Spam and water just to try and cool off those peppers. This is a complete chemistry experiment right now. Oh, her voice cracked trying to sound like a guy.
Clown said, "Fire in the hole. By the way, milk for relief of hot and spicy, not water."
I don't have any milk. I try not to do dairy. Because spam is so much better for you. Somebody explained to me how pinstripes are in any way paying homage to Bray Wyatt. When did Bray Wyatt wear pinstripes?
Oh, the pants for the Fiend.
Oh,
They were pinstriped.
They weren't pinstripes; they were stripes, like Terry Funk.
Well, that's the closest I could think of. So,
well, you're probably right, but I'm just saying if that's the idea, then make them stripes.
have a good evening, Clown. Don't get in any trouble.
Where the hell are you going? Sit down, man. It's the main event. Not for nothing, with the shit that Seth has been wearing over the last few months, I'm surprised he's not wearing something that looks almost exactly like Bray's outfit.
Right.
I mean, he can get away with
it. By all means, Clown, go entertain your lady friend. We will yes, go do your own wrestling. We'll catch up with you later. If she's a real friend,
she wants to watch this match.
Have a good evening, man. Be safe.
Jay, you got to stop giving him the easy out.
As someone who doesn't have a current female friend, I support my friends who do, you included. So,
yeah, but if mine turned around and told me I couldn't watch the main event of a pay-per-view, I'd be like, you got to go.
Well, in his defense, he did just say he can only see us. So, you know.
I'm not going to pretend I never got a blowjob while watching wrestling.
But in his, again, like he said, he can only see us. So that might be a little weird to watch us talk about wrestling while getting a blowjob. I'm just saying.
Or maybe it wouldn't. The hell is Shinsei doing to his back? He's petting him.
Come on.
Swing and a miss. time is this show supposed to end? Is it 11 o'clock?
It's got a 4-hour window like they always do.
Yeah, but I thought the first hour was the pre-show.
Well, yeah, so it'd give it 3 hours after that.
Right,
So,
which is 11
but-
o'clock.
Well, you know
And we're
they're
at
going to go
11
another.
o'clock now. I'm just saying.
Well, they'll probably
That
go to
last
about
one
a
went
quarter after
way
at
too
least.
long.
Yeah, that one did. I figured they'd go until about a quarter after, anyways, about a 20-minute match. That shake he does when he's got his foot on them in the corner kills me.
Rollins taking a page out of the book of the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Yeah. Running over the top rope and slingshotting his opponent. Nice springboard. Nobody home. Rollins through the ropes with a missile. I love the fact that he's beating the crap out of Shinsuke on the broadcast table, and the broadcasters are acting like nothing's happening 2 feet in front of them. All right, finally, we got people getting up saying, get the fuck out of here. I mean, if you're a broadcaster and you're no selling the wrestlers, there's a problem.
Right. But he was just kind of slapping him in the face. It wasn't like KO and them having weapons and shit swinging them around either. So
Yeah, but they were smashing each other into the tabletop, and these guys are still sitting there. It's like, get the fuck up. Action's getting a little bit too close or something like that. You know, sell the fact that you're now in danger. You're in the crossfire instead of just sitting there calling the match. Yeah, the more this match goes, the more I feel like they're giving it to Seth. I shall return.
One, two, kick out by Seth. Ooh. Series of kicks to Seth's chest there. And then a knee to the back. Shinsuke's got Seth in a camel clutch now. Seth's starting to fight out of it. Shinsuke just kind of kicking. Ooh, slap to the face of Shinsuke by Seth. Another cover. 1, 2. Seth kicks out again. Shinsuke pulling Seth outside the ring. Got him hanging on the apron. Face down. Running knee to the side of Seth's head. And then a kick to his back as they both fall to the ground. Shinsuke got him back in. Cover 1, 2. And that was a close one. Seth caught Shinsuke's kick, and then he got hit with an enziguri to the back of the head. Now he's got him in a half Boston Crab.
What did I miss? CM Punk returned?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Damian Priest comes out to cash in, and CM Punk's music hits.
That'll work. You're going to absorb a lot of that impact on your knees. Like, that's a better thing.
Yeah.
Two and 3/4 count. Ooh, smacked him upside the head. Oh, the super kick. 1, 2, and almost 3.
That was close.
Rollins in the triangle hold. Will he hang on or will he have to give it up?
Nose to nose.
Seth Rollins gets the win. Poor Muda. Cashing in, no? Well, Shinsuke ain't leaving yet. Well, that's it. Oh, a little bummed out that they didn't do more than that.
Yeah.
It was a good match.
Yeah.
All right, folks. I got work in the morning. Wish I didn't, but I do. Thought it was an overall pretty good show, though.
I'd give it a 7, maybe an 8 out of 10.
Well, I think 7's a reasonable score. Had some highs, had some lows, but generally speaking, it was entertaining. That's what it's all about. Make you forget about shit for a couple hours.
That's it.
I think everybody kind of did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah. Although I have to say, didn't think KO and Sammy were going to lose the titles tonight. I guess we'll find out tomorrow if
seeing the Judgment Day with all that gold wasn't a bad sight.
No, it's not. But I just want to know if it was because KO hurt himself and they had to change it on the fly, or if they had that planned the whole time.
Inquiring minds want to know. Well, like everybody, we'll have to wait and find out. So, not tomorrow, but Monday.
Yes.
All right. For the one, the only, the legendary J-Rocks, this is Vince McShane saying thank you for joining us here for some Wrestle Chat and some Watch Along, and we'll do this again real soon. In the meantime, have a great night, everybody. Say goodbye, Jay.
Good night, Jay.
Good night, everybody.